Hello and welcome to our very first look at Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown. We're checking out the demo build for this morning, which is a couple of hours long, and seeing whether or not maybe we want to play this game in full. It is a very well received Star Trek game where you build and manage your ships, you fly across the galaxy, you do exploration. It is very true to the Star Trek themes and everything else. You are the captain of the Federation starship U.S.S. Voyager. We have to manage our crew.
A few days back, this Captain Janeway breezes into my cozy penal colony like she owns the place. She's stern and smells like coffee and regulations. And the kicker?
It's a good smell.
She's served with my old man on the Albatani. Turns out her security chief, Tuvok, was playing spy on a Maquis ship that vanished in the Badlands. Now Janeway needs that missing ship found, and because of my past associations, I'm apparently the resident expert on the Badlands. I find the missing Maquis. She puts in a good word for me at my next parole review. Simple. Still, the view is infinitely better than a holding cell. It's not every day you get a front row seat on a brand new Intrepid-class starship's maiden voyage. The U.S.S. Voyager. Might even get to touch the helm.
Fancy do. Now, I'm a Next Generation fan. I actually don't know Voyager particularly well, but, you know, it still feels like it's basically the same ship, so I'm excited. Gentlemen, welcome to the Voyager. Ensign Kim, you're fresh from the Academy. Ready your first deep space assignment? Reporting for duty, Captain. It's an honor to be here. I hope I live up to your expectations. Ensign Kim, I trust you've already met Tom Paris. You're our steam observer, a former Maquis pilot who helped us search the Badlands for the Maquis vessel. With all due respect, ma'am, observer is hardly a title befitting my talents. I'm the best damn pilot in this sector. Call me pilot extraordinaire, Ensign. The Maquis, wow, I've heard a lot of stories about them. Realized I was with them only a few weeks before I was captured and sent to a lovely little penal colony in New Zealand. It's probably a pretty good place to have a penal colony. Penal colony, enough chatter, gentlemen. This is the captain. Report to your stations. Take us into the Badlands. Maximum warp. So this demo is like the first demo of the actual gameplay. It is kind of the first couple of hours, the first mission that you go on and get a little taste of everything that this game has to offer. The Badlands are a treacherous region of space where violent plasma storms can cripple even the most advanced starships. Captain Janeway observes the swirling chaos from the view screen, and a subtle smile plays on her lips. She's ready for the challenge. I'd kill for some voice acting on these people, but I know that would probably cost a fortune. Scanners are picking up no other vessels in the system. It's your time to shine, Mr. Paris. Any idea where your former colleagues might be hiding? I wasn't exactly Maquis of the Year, Captain, but they did prefer underground bases, remote planets, and I'm reading a coherent Tetrion beam scanning us, a displacement wave heading towards us. A colossal wave of turbulent energy surges towards the Voyager, its power dwarfing anything the crew has ever seen. With no time to analyze the threat, emergency measures are initiated. Red alert, helm, evasive maneuvers. The wave will intercept us in 5 seconds. Brace for impact. First mission, already ships destroyed. I mean, this does not seem like a great planet to be flying around on. As the crew regains consciousness, they find their bridge in total devastation. Twisted metal, sparking consoles, and injured crewmates paint a grim picture. What just happened? Major hull and deck damages. Transporters offline. We're receiving casualty reports. Bridge to sickbay. Doctor, we got injured crew. Captain, we're losing systems across multiple decks. Deuterium tanks are empty. Warp core's gone to gray mode. We're on reserves. All you need to know about the Star Trek Voyager is responsible for the election of Obama. That's good to know. Mr. Paris, take the helm. Scan for the nearest source of fuel. External sensors offline. Stellar cartography must be down. Voyager is blind, Captain. We need stellar cartography back online now. So, half of this game is like sort of a base management as you build up the ship and all the little bits and pieces of it. The other half is exploring the galaxy and doing classic Star Trek stuff. Click on the question marks on the left side to revisit the tutorial, yada yada yada. Activate stellar cartography and switch it on. Upgrades. Switch on. 3 power, 2 crew. Looks like we have 20 power and 34 out of 50 crew is idling. Sensors are picking up something out there, but we're not in the Badlands anymore. Ooh. Ooh. Cool. What is that thing and where are we? If our sensors are working, we jumped up over 70,000 light years into the Delta Quadrant. Life support systems are failing. You know, from watching TNG, I just have to assume this was Q's fault. This array is going to have to wait. Mr. Paris, take the helm, find us fuel. Scan points of interest marked with question marks to reveal resources. Scan until you reveal deuterium, the fuel resource. Scan. Duranium. Let's grab the fuel. Navigate your ship to various locations. Time passes in the form of cycles. When visiting points of interest, you can choose between different approaches with different risks. The different colors represent the possible outcomes: dark green, light green, excellent and good; yellow, average; orange and red, terrible, bad; lead to low rewards; medium, major setbacks like destroyed rooms, etc., etc. So we got our fuel here. We found an abandoned ship adrift in space, powered down but structurally sound with sealed storage compartments. We don't have torpedoes, so we can't just blow it up, but we can leave the storage alone and focus on salvaging other parts of the ship. Da-na-na-na! You got fuel. We can now deactivate gray mode. Ready to increase warp core output. Warp core is the reactor that powers the ship. To generate energy, continuously consumes fuel. Depending on the reactor level, you produce energy, but more fuel is required. Increase the power supply, yada yada yada. So, we are in gray mode. Tier 1. Energy levels returning to normal. Now, what about this array? I can't tell, Captain. Our scanners detect a Maquis vessel next to it. Ooh, optional. Try hailing them. No response, Captain. Scan for life signs. No one on board. Well, scan the array. Nope. Our sensors can't penetrate it. Want the transporter room repaired and ready. Mr. Paris, get us to a duranium deposit. We need to repair the transporter room. Keep track of your resources. You have fuel. You have tritanium, essential for construction and repair, along with duranium. You also have crew. Well, we already found this stuff, so then that's good. Apparently it goes, Jerry Ryan worked on Star Trek Voyager, divorced her husband, who was a Republican candidate, had to withdraw from the race, and Obama won Illinois because of it, so he became the president. That tracks. We have a small debris field scattered across a wide area. Apparently we have a tractor beam, so we can just gobble it all up. Decent. Actually, kind of bad. We now have all the duranium we need. Engineering is standing by to repair the transporter. You can initiate repairs. It's going to take some cycles. So what else do we have? Workshops, life support. That seems kind of important. Torpedo launch bay. Okay, it's just like every floor has life support. Sick bay, engineering. Science lab, a phaser control room, a mess hall, an aero shuttle bay. Do I have enough juice to fix anything else? Well, let's turn on life support for sick bay, I guess. Though I do not appear to have... I only have one work team. So I guess not. Transporters are back online. Set course for the array. I mean, I might as well scan kind of everything in the galaxy. Laughing at some of the interesting things people believe when you can't sleep can be fun. And we do our first away mission. Present a series of challenges. Heroes possess skills and traits. Select matching traits. Mr. Paris, the pilot, and a quick-witted Harry Kim. Will solve every challenge. I like this. This is a neat way to do that. I guess we have like medicine, science, engineering, and fleet command or pilot, maybe. Decide on the approach. Select the hero to complete the challenge with the appropriate skill. If the skill is lower, success is displayed. We materialized in the middle of a cornfield. Ah, that's definitely where we sent you. This place is eerily similar to Earth, but something's off. Footprints or strange noises. Required 25, required 33. Scan for signs of life. Man, you guys are not good at either of these things. You know what, man? We're a science vessel. Let's scan for life signs or strange energy signatures. Nailed it. Harry and Tom used their tricorders to scan for life signs and detect a strange energy spike emanating from a nearby area. Following the readings, they navigate through the corn and find a field with people working. An old man sits on top of a farmhouse strumming a banjo. This is truly Star Trek. After a challenge, the participating team members are fatigued and their skills are reduced by a certain amount. Let them rest for the next challenge to recover and plan accordingly. This old man seems harmless enough. He might know what's going on. How should we approach him? Rewards 15 science or 5 science, but... Obviously, I want to go big or go home. Nailed it. Harry and Tom step forward, squaring their shoulders and demanding answers. The old man seems more amused than intimidated. Chuckling to himself and shaking his head, he's confused why Harry and Tom are early, as it's not their turn yet. He invites them to stay on the farm and wait, offering them some fresh corn cobs. Excellent. We got corn. You can select more than one hero for the challenge if they possess the same required skill. Ah, high chance for critical success. The old man isn't much help. We'll try to find the marquee ourselves. The large barn behind the farmhouse. The tricorder readings are off the charts. Something strange is going on there. Well, obviously, even though he's fatigued, I'm going to try to break the illusion. Harry and Tom try to disrupt the energy field, causing a flicker in the air before they can break it. The people from the field burst in, wielding farm tools as weapons. The old man appears and reveals the barn is an illusion. The back wall dissolving to show a bluish-green room where unconscious people, including a tattooed man and a half-Klingon woman, lie on surgical tables. Sometimes you have to make decisions that influence the story. These people must be the missing McKee. They are being held here. We got to get him out. Wake up the tattooed man or the half Klingon. I mean, I'm going to wake up the tattooed man. You don't want to wake up a Klingon. They could just go berserk. Your choice has consequences. We hope to shake the man awake. As he reaches out, the old man stops, a look of concern on his face. Before Tom can react, a blinding white light fills the room and everything goes blank. Injury-free bonus. Level up. Got a bunch of rewards. I don't know why we got fuel for dismantling an illusion, but... Pretty sure this is an actual Voyager episode. Not one in season 1, though. I would not be surprised if most of these were actual episodes, you know? Captain Janeway anxiously awaits the return of her away team while Tom Paris materializes behind her. What happened on that array? Captain! What happened over there, Mr. Paris? We lost contact with you for several hours. We were there for only an hour, right, Harry? Harry, he was just beside me. Then he's still on the array. The Maquis are hailing us, Captain, putting them on screen. Commander Chakotay of the Maquis. My chief engineer, Torres, is missing. Is she with you? One of our own is also missing. It seems we share a problem. Would make sense if we solved it together. 3 of us will beam over to your ship. Despite Janeway's invitation, the arrival of Chakotay and the Maquis crew on the bridge is fraught with tension. Both sides remain wary as they prepare to discuss their shared predicament. This is Tuvok, my... Oh, I know who he is. Glad to have you back, Tuvok. I must inform you I was assigned to infiltrate your crew. Spoiler alert. Were you going to deliver us into Starfleet's waiting hands, Vulcan? Correct, however. I assure you I perform my duties aboard your ship to the highest standard. I see you have Paris with you too. Are you forming a Maquis Traders Club? You win some, lose some. Let's focus on bringing Torres and Kim back from the array. They've sealed the entrances and are blocking incoming hails. Don't we have a transporter? Can we just transport in? I always feel like stuff in Star Trek, they're always like, we have this problem. And I'm always watching episodes and going, yeah, but you also have a tool that completely circumnavigates that problem most of the time. This is not how Voyager met the Maquis. Fake timeline, right? Tuvok, get down to engineering and find a way to bypass whatever's jamming our communications. Report back as soon as you have a solution. Ship status remains critical. Repair protocols are imperative. We require resources in engineering office to mobilize additional workforces. Prioritize life support, secure core decks, and restore deck 5 first. Yeah, gotcha. Switch on. Life support restored. Engineering is now accessible. And of course, it's a mess. We need to fix it. Repairs in progress. It would be logical to scan all the planets in the system and gather more juice. Ship system? Ship system. Warp core. Okay. Ah, here we go. Juice, 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 juice. Ooh. All right, well, let's 3 cycles away, 2 cycles away, 3 cycles away. Putt, putt, putt. Construction report, engineering office repaired. Provides an additional work team. Ooh. Operational, we now have an additional work team to carry out 2 tasks at the same time. We should focus on Deck 2 in the mess hall to ensure the food supply, maintaining the physical endurance of the crew. Morale bar shows you morale and morale per cycle. Open the overview, switch to morale, get detailed information. If morale falls to 0, you're dead. The mess hall has sustained extensive damage. Emergency rations are deployed. After the repair, the crew could access the replicator. 3 cycles. We should address crew accommodations. The ruined room must be cleared to create rooms for residential sections. Clear debris. Okay. We'll give you some resources back. We should keep getting loot. I'm pretty sure I have an extra work team right now. Oh, no, I don't. I feel like I need to get that torpedo bay up and running so we can destroy these things and grab some loot. Science lab. Oops. Torpedo launch bay. 18. Ooh, so close. All right, well. Soon we'll get there. Terrible roll, though. I might as well go pop, pop, pop. Mess hall repaired. We should switch to replicator rations, enhance the well-being of the crew. You can use emergency rations, which don't require resources but lower morale. The crew is used to consume premium rations made by the replicator, but they take fuel. Okay. Can I fix you now? I sure can. Nice. Tomas, hello. How long is this game? We're playing the demo this morning, which should be about 2 hours. I'm not sure how long the full game is. But we just kicked into it. So we got 1 cycle there, 3 cycles on that guy. Yeah, see, we really need to get these torpedoes. Everything apparently is torpedoes. Torpedoes solve all problems. A ruined room is dismantled. Maybe we can finally rebuild some crew quarters. My back is killing me from sleeping in the corridor. Do wonders for morale. To build new rooms, click them and build stuff. No, we actually have 2 rooms here. Borg technology, crew, tech, combat, maintenance. Emergency quarters, crew quarters, missing technology. Officers' quarters, sick bay, holodeck. Your crew is the lifeblood of your ship. Each room requires personnel to operate, so keep this in mind when adding new rooms and upgrades. Don't forget to provide necessary accommodations or morale may drop. Oh, what's this? Caretaker. The erased jamming signal has been neutralized. We can establish communication. Who is this? Why are you bothering me? Oh, it is you. Why are you back? You don't have what I need. I remember that voice. The old guy with the banjo. He seemed a lot less jellyfish-like in the array. We mean you no harm. We just want our people back. Your people? Your people are no longer here. They might have what I need. You'll just have to leave them. Appeal to his humanity. Try to intimidate him. Let Chakotay talk, or scan the array for Harry and Elbana. Well, I mean, that's optional. I won't rely on the words of a stranger. Scan the array. No sign of him. No humanoid life forms indicated at all. This guy definitely doesn't have humanity. He's a jellyfish, right? Oh, the TV show on season 2? Janeway's 35? I'm old? Well, maybe you should have been a Starfleet captain by the time you turned 35. I think that's a reasonable expectation for the youth. You know what? Let's try to intimidate him. This is obviously not going to work. We won't leave without him. Return our crew or face the consequences. I'm really trying to channel my Jean-Luc Picard here on my decisions. Your determination is admirable, but I have no time for this. There just isn't enough time. The continuation of my work, I still have so much to do. Maybe we can help. I've searched the galaxy with methods beyond your comprehension. No, there's nothing you can do. No, you're stealing my time. Don't you understand? I don't have time. Not enough time. We've been cut off, Captain. We haven't gotten any closer to Harry and Torres, but you managed to get him to open up a bit. Maybe Starfleet diplomacy isn't so bad after all. I've observed that the array has been sending energy pulses towards the 5th planet of the neighboring system ever since our arrival. Given the lack of information regarding our missing crew's location, investigating this planet appears to be the most logical next step. The only lead we have. Thoughts, Commander? Seems our paths are intertwined. Let us use this opportunity to find our people and bring them back. So this guy's just serving on our ship instead of his own ship now? Set a course for the 5th planet in a neighboring system, maximum warp. The entire sector with several star systems. You can travel directly to another system or scan the system and select a specific poi to visit. Let's use our bussy collectors to fly directly into the atmosphere. Nice. We collected that bussy. Oh, our fuel storage is full, though. That guy's 8 cycles away. I do want that stuff, though. So... get the torpedoes up and running. What else do we need? A sick bay. You're building emergency quarters. A workshop? Reduces crafting time. Crafts photon torpedoes. That seems useful. Sick bay heals sick crew. A shield generator. Gives us shields during combat. Science allows us to research technology. The Euro shuttle receives trade offers. And the phaser control room, I guess gives us phasers. I'm going to open up the science lab. There's our science lab. Oops. Turn on. Yeah, we still have like loads of power here. Ooh, what are you? Shuttle bay. Can be used to investigate points of interest and missions, but I need tritanium for that. Assign a hero to this room. Receive an efficiency bonus. Required hero attribute diplomacy. Oh, interesting. You're really good at security. I'm going to put you on that torpedo bay. Add work teams. Hull repair rate per cycle. That's kind of cool. We have the bridge. Combat allies. Navigational deflector. Shields the ship from incoming damage flying through space Reduces hull damage. You're not a very good engineer, but you are decent at sickbay stuff. Engineering. The transporter room. This requires command. I guess let's put you on that. And then you on diplomacy. I don't know exactly how all this works, so, you know, we're going to live and learn here a little bit. I do feel like a shield generator, probably not a bad idea, but we don't have the juice for it. So let's just clear out another room here for right now. And see how we do. Azrael, hello, good morning. We want that sick babe. Tom Paris is a pilot, okay. Emergency quarters, here we go. Oh yeah, I'm still like mega big time low on people. No research in progress. Crew. How about crew quarters? Begin research. 14 cycles remaining. Okay. And I got no juice to fix anything. Battery compartment. Stores up to 120 surplus energy from the warp core. Ah, okay. If you like run out of fuel, you need to start using that. I mean... Oh, no life support. I see. I see. Well, let's start cracking open rooms wherever we can then. Aha! Torpedo bay! Destroy the vessel, salvage the debris. Nailed it. And now we can fly 7 cycles away. Blocked. First deal with the array. Well, can I just fly into here? Setting a course. We've dismantled another ruined room. So what else can we build? Engineering offices, cargo bays, crew quarters, science labs, hydroponics, biolabs, waste disassemblers, Borg technology. Oh, cool. You can have Borg crew? Combat, phaser control, shield generators, other stuff. I do feel like shields are kind of important. So we'll get those bad boys cooking. You're up and running. We got another room over here. Boy. Phasers. And... one trade can be active at a time. I guess let's get the sick bay up and running too. Phaser control. The workshop. Sick bays up and running. Injured and sick crew will be placed in sick bay automatically. After treatment, they will go to work. You can assign a suitable hero. Patient treatment time. He's currently boosting like emissions, so go either or. Oh, we need a lot to fix life support. Damn, Daniel. I guess let's just keep ripping open rooms. And we're in the next zone, right? Doc, hello. Play game, rewatch Star Trek Voyager. Movie lies. That's not what happened in the game. It's the way it goes, isn't it? Scan. 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 So we got some fuel. We got some debris. I mean, this is like right next to us, so I guess let's go here. Figure out the mystery. Our workshop is online. Currently no crafting in progress. Okay. So let's just keep cutting rooms. Captain, we reached our destination. Orders. Mystery. I don't care about supporting life. Prime Directive, thank you very much. Can't interfere with life. That's how it goes. Might I say, what a ride. Voyager handles like a dream. Responsive, agile. Don't get carried away, Mr. Paris. Let's see what we got. The Voyager discovers a desert planet with a harsh, unforgiving landscape. Are Harry, Kim, and Balana perhaps being held here? What's so special about this ugly old space rock? See what we can learn about the planet. Basic characteristics of an M-class, no ocean, no river, nothing, but there are settlements. Why would anyone want to live here? Check the atmosphere. The array pulses are interfering with the atmospheric scanners, Captain. I cannot perform a clear analysis. Anything noteworthy about the pulses? Consistently targeting a single location, a barren piece of desert. There's something else. The interval between the pieces has decreased by 0.47 seconds since we left the array. They're getting faster. He said he's running out of time. Whatever it means, we better hurry. Prepare an away team. Uh-oh. Shoot it. A small ship is approaching that is hailing us. A peculiar alien with a mischievous grin greets Voyager from the chaotic vessel. Neither Starfleet nor the Maquis have ever seen such a species before. Perhaps an inhabitant of the Delta Quadrant. Well, it's a good thing that we're not racist against any species in space. Except those damn greedy Ferengi. Looking for something on this dusty old rock? Would we find anything, Mr. Neelix? Never seen a ship like yours. Let me guess, you are whisked away from somewhere else in the galaxy, brought here against your will. Sounds as though you've heard this story before. Thousands of times, hundreds, maybe 50 times, but the caretaker has been bringing ships here for months. The caretaker? That's what the Ocampa call him. He probably snatched some of your crew, too. They're likely down on this planet with the Ocampa. But, Captain, it's a tricky place. Dangerous. You could use a guide, but of course a guide needs a little, you know, compensation. Wonderful. To be honest, I've had it rough. These pesky void wolves have been nibbling away at my supplies. Some food and water would be most welcome. If you help us find our missing crew, you can have all the food and water you want. A deal! Pretty good deal. Rebuild Voyager and explore the system until Neelix is ready to talk. Okay. We got major problems brewing down in engineering. Deuterium levels are critical. The ship won't last long without a refuel. If we don't locate a new supply soon, we'll be adrift in space with no energy, no life support. We need to act fast. Understood. We'll stock up to 9 hundos. 9 hundo bundos. Standard procedure or a probe to determine the best possible approach. Why not? I didn't build a science lab for nothing. Oh, I have so much duranium. We have no room for duranium anymore. Good problem to have, I guess. Crew quarters researched. Mysteries. Field training. Increase XP for away. Hull reinforcement. Borg stuff. Clearing ruined rooms gives 25% more resources. Small battery compartment. Let's do this one. We got a lot of rooms to clear. That seems kind of super valuable. Oh. The caretaker is calling us. What a delicious meal. A culinary masterpiece. I never encountered such a tangy but uncomfortably smooth yet vibrant concoction. What was it called? Tomato soup. Something of a culinary wizard myself, you know. My Alfarian hair pasta bowl is widely known for its bold, mouth-watering taste. I'm pleased you're enjoying yourself, but we need your assistance. Your missing crew. Scan the southern continent and look for a range of dead volcanoes. At their foot, you'll find a Kazon Ogla encampment. One Kazon sect of many. They control part of this quadrant. They're a bit difficult, but with the right approach, they can be reasoned with. I thought you said the Ocampa had our people. They do. It's just finding them is a bit tricky. My old pal Maji Jabin, the Ogla leader, might know where to look. He's a nice guy, a bit gruff, but he owes me a favor. Anything else we should know about these Kazon Ogla? Water is a precious commodity. They mostly get theirs through trade, so liquid diplomacy would go a long way. Prepare an away team. All right, we have to fly back to Agampla. Torpedoes. Nice. Look, I do want to max out this capacity here and complete this little mini quest. We only have 24 cycles for it, so. Here's another room. I need proper crew quarters. So I'm going to slap some of them in there. Tractor beam, clump up the debris for easier collection. Ah, that wasn't enough. Well, we'll make our way over there eventually. So you're building that. I do feel like a cargo bay could be kind of useful. Shield generators and a mess hall. You're the science lab. You're the phaser control. I mean, I guess just build it there. Scan the anomaly from a safe distance, a spatial anomaly that's not dangerous but could hold scientific data, or conduct a detailed analysis with our science lab. Yeah, why not? Let's be risky. Risky biscuit. Nailed it. We're so good at space science. And then I'm just gonna go tack, tack, tack. Grab all the loot. I feel like the answer is always do the most expensive thing. Oh! Firing torpedoes has consequences. My hull is damaged. Each cargo bay stores one type of resource. Okay. Noted. What do you store? I want to say fuel. You're building over there. Why don't we finish up this room? Finish up this floor. Store the ship's farts in large containers in case we need it later. That is the plan, right? That is basically what we're doing. I still have 28 homeless people on my ship. Which does seem like too many. We have some life support up there. This is going to guarantee that we complete this quest, so I'm just going to do the low-cost one here. The crew is happy about the thing. We get a whole bunch of morale. If morale falls to 0 for too long, the game is over. Influences work efficiency. Okay. Oh, and there is loot down there, too. Let's go back to Ankappa. We can get that on the way out, maybe. Another ruined room. I mean, honestly, I kind of just want more cargo bays right now. Oh, that was terrible placement. More engineering offices. Also very tempting. Captain, we reached our destination. Orders. Send an away team. Neelix. I need a Talaxan, a survivalist, and an innovator. Well, Chakotay, you're a survivalist. And we don't have an innovator, but I just need a science guy. So let's send Tuvok. And at least this way we have all the challenges ready to rock. So I guess Tuvok will do on the second challenge. Neelix and Chakotay can both do round 3. Tuvok could do round 4. Chakotay could do the first. So we'll go Chakotay, Tuvok, Neelix and Chakotay, Tuvok. And then everybody, I think, can do the last one. Or probably Neelix and Chakotay, because you can't do... Right, you have to, like, double them up. Away team materializes in a small valley between the dead volcanoes. The sun burns down on them mercilessly. The air is hot and dry, and a sandy wind whips in their eyes. Our tricorders are malfunctioning, probably because of the energy impulses. How do we get our bearings in this old dust bowl? Orient yourself using the cardinal points. Also get some free fuel out of it, and a guaranteed chance of success, with even a critical chance. Using his survival skills and position of the sun, Chakotay determines the cardinal directions. He navigates the team through a rocky valley, reaching a rocky ledge, gaining a rocky view of the rocky area. In the rocks, they spot the Kazan Ogla settlement. However, the wind is picking up and a massive sandstorm is approaching from the south. A sandstorm is heading our way. We need to find cover fast. We do not have an innovator. I guess if we picked Harry Kim instead of the pilot, he's probably an innovator. So here I said I was going to take Tuvok, who is not great. Analyze the area, evaluate the best cover for the storm. Give me some science. Oh, away team wastes too much time settling on a cover spot, and the sandstorm comes upon them with full force. They stumble through the blinding storm before finding a secure place. After what seems like an eternity, the storm subsides. The away team emerges, bruised and batters, sets off in the direction of Kazan Ogla. You lose 50 health. Which, I don't know, I guess. Captain, we reached the settlement. How do we want to approach the people? Let Neelix do the introduction. Or approach in a typical Starfleet manner. I mean, we get less rewards. I'm gonna go with we're Starfleet. You know, we gotta do things the way we do things. We approach with open hands and peaceful expressions, hoping to convey good intentions. The women and children seem scared but curious, watching from a distance. The men approach cautiously, weapons at the ready, and a tall Kazan emerges, Jabin. At the sight of Neelix, his face darkens. In the background, a badly bruised young woman looks nothing like Kazan, but more like a human with pointy ears, peers around a corner. Seems like the Kazan don't find Neelix as charming as he led us to believe. How should we appease them? No bad intentions. Offer water. Now, they did tell us they like water. But I need you for this job. I could take both of you. Demonstrate strength to keep them at bay. There's just like such a low chance of succeeding on that one. I don't know what it means if they get double fatigued. Let's find out. Beat them up. The display of potential force seems to impress Jabin, who explains that the Akampa live underground, access controlled by the caretaker who provides their only source of water. As proof, Jabin points to the bruised woman he's holding as a slave, an Akampa. He explains that she is one of the few who's reached the surface. Suddenly, Neelix grabs a phaser and points it at Jabin, demands the Akampa woman be freed. Sometimes certain approaches in away missions bear additional risk. Dangerous approaches are marked by a danger level. Failing such a challenge can result in injuries or even fatalities. If things are getting out of hand, we should retreat. Appease and carefully withdraw, or secure the retreat with phaser fire. Or just tactical retreat, run. Let's appease and carefully withdraw. We are a Starfleet, after all. We raise our hands in a gesture of peace, slowly backing away while choosing the words carefully to calm the angry Kazon. Jabin, though furious at Neelix's impulse, recognizes the away team's intelligent attempt to de-escalate the situation. He allows them to retreat, though his eyes burn with anger. No critical successes. Dude, this Neelix guy sucks. Let's vent him. Straight out the airlock. Phenomenon. Offer them crack. Everyone likes that. I don't think we need to be space drug dealers, but I don't know that that's an option. I feel like that breaks this prime directive. Neelix surprises the rest of the away team as he heads down, as he and the rescue women kiss passionately. Oh, how deep does the relationship between them go? My dearest Cass, didn't I promise I'd save you? I knew you would come for me, my love. You lied and endangered my crew. This is not how you build trust, Mr. Neelix. He was desperate, Captain, but I understand. I want to repay you and your crew for saving me. Access to the underground city is controlled by the caretaker. There's a tunnel, but the caretaker sealed it with a security barrier. We might be able to transport through if I had a slight breach. A transporter signal amplifier would be necessary. Can you help us once we've located the breach? Least I can do. Now, what do you know about the caretaker? He has provided the Alcampa with food, water, energy, and protection from the outside world. We have stories and legends about him, but they're just stories and legends. Why did you come to the surface? I felt a strange pull to explore the world beyond the city. I yearned for the freedom to discover new things and learn about myself. Seeing my people so dependent on the caretaker, unable to even think for themselves, was unbearable. We once possessed telepathic abilities, but they have atrophied over many generations. How did you two meet? When I was trading with the Kazon Ogla, they enslaved her, but she was kind. Even to someone like me, I had to get her out. Brought me gifts, made me laugh. He was the only good thing in that terrible place, and we fell in love. I used you, Captain. All right, well, someone get started on the transporter signal. We'll get to sickbay and have you examined. Science lab is back online. We can start researching the signal amplifier. Initiate emergency medical hologram procedures. Introducing the doctor. A Voyager's emergency medical hologram. A shimmering figure materializes in sickbay, ready to provide critical care. That's very funny to be like, a doctor, but he can't really touch anything, I guess. Neelix is the worst? Yeah, he does seem to be that case. Am I sure I haven't watched Voyager because you know Neelix sucks? You know, he just reminds me of a Ferengi for some reason. Please state the nature of the medical emergency. Our chief medical officer is dead. You have to take care of sickbay for now and the patient. No need for concern. I'm capable of treating any injury or disease. A broken ulna, bruises, grazes, nothing I can't handle. Thank you, Dr. Hologram. That's very kind of you. Do my best. Captain, I am programmed for optimal medical care. What else would I do? Science lab. Transport signal amplifier. Oh. Well, alright. Building that stuff. Research takes time. Explore while you wait. Do I have more people now? I have the doctor, who's good at medicine. And I have Kes, who is also pretty good at medicine. But I'll put her there. I feel like the doctor in the sickbay is just kind of a doy of a choice. How you say, a doy? Well, I guess we're gonna go to this planet now. Kes is 2 years old at this time. She's 1.5? It's a bit creepy. Access to the tech tree. Unlock stuff in the tech tree. Transporter signal amplifier blueprints. Okay. Blueprints are complete. We need to repair the workshop. Workshop repaired. Man, I'm so good at this game. Craft stuff. You guys are back on the plasma torch. That room is ready. Guess we'll work on that room next. Okay. What's this room? X. 1 cycle. Repair parts of the mining station and mine resources. I can only keep 50 of this, so let's just do this safely. And that will max out our geranium resources. And then I guess let's just fly back to Akampa. Cargo bay unlocked. Plasma torch unlocked. Small battery compartment. So now we get bonus resources whenever we clear out rooms. High morale gives better bonuses. XP for missions. Better hulls. Provide up to 120 stored energy before the gray mode activates. This will go for field training. You have another cargo bay, which is going to be used for geranium. You're going to build another crew quarters because I still need a lot more room for crew. One more turn there. Signal amplifier is complete, ready for use. Let's go back to Ocampa. Quarter problem. I need to address the lack of quarters. Many are sleeping in the corridors and morale is suffering. Build new quarters so that people can sleep in their own beds. Yeah. Build 1 new quarters of your choice or build enough quarters to inhabit all of the crew. You have 40 cycles. I'm going to do the whole crew. Because I feel like we are on track for that right now. Research tab just say Borg. I guess anyone playing this game must be at least familiar with Voyager. Yeah, there's also like you can build Borg rooms. So I guess that's something that happens in Voyager. Captain, we reached our destination. Send an away team. Send down this small child. We will also send down... I feel like you cover a lot of this, and then I'm gonna need an engineer. Am I sending Neelix? No, probably not. Let's send Tom Paris. Upon materializing near the tunnel, a group of Kazon is already there, tinkering with the security barrier in frustration. They notice the away team. They reach for their weapons, but hesitate. Careful, shouts one of them. Don't let them butter you up. Ah, so they know what butter is. This is good to know. The Kazon seem to be more cautious this time, but they're still ready to attack. What are their orders? Attempt to negotiate safe passage using your previously diplomatic success to build trust. This means I only have Tom Paris for my next one, which would be engineering 14. Yeah, but I think that's probably still the best option for us. God damn. The away team's attempts at diplomacy fail to convince them. They open fire and were forced to take cover, returning fire, suffering minor injuries before they finally retreat. So Cass and Chakotay have both taken a lot of damage. Use a transporter signal now to find possible breaches in the security barrier. Oh, thank God. Away team tends to the transporter signal amplifier, carefully scanning the barrier for vulnerabilities. After a tense few minutes, they locate a small breach and transport themselves through the opening in the tunnel. Beyond the barrier, the tunnel opens into a breathtaking sight. Embedded within the cavern is a futuristic environment with smooth white walls, glowing in warm white light and sprinkled with patches of green. This is Ocampa. A maze of streets and chambers. How should we proceed? Conduct a systematic search or just let her lead. My next one is Starfleet and security. I need Chakotay for the next one. So unfortunately, I'm just going to have to let Kess lead the search. Okay. Group of Ocampa respectfully asking for assistance in locating the missing Harry and Balana. Touched by their concern, they eagerly provide directions to a medical facility. We find the crew members awake but disoriented, surrounded by strange medical equipment. B'Elanna, wary of unfamiliar faces, instinctively reaches for a weapon, but before the confrontation can occur, the ground starts to shake violently. A message from the Capitan cuts through the joy of reunion. The caretaker array has apparently repositioned itself and is now firing at the tunnel. We gotta get out of here. Go through the collapsing tunnel. I mean, that's a pretty good critical success. Let's do it. Nice! This is our first time we finally got a critical success. We quickly navigate the collapsing tunnels, dodging falling debris and leaping over widening chasms, escaping the crumbling ceiling just in time. As we reach the exit, the security barrier, the only thing standing between them and their escape. The tremors are interfering with the signal amplifier's focus. The connection is being interrupted. We can't beam out like this. Uh-oh. Analyze the interference pattern and recalibrate. Or stabilize the transporter signal by adjusting its frequency and modulation. I mean, let's do that. You're fatigued, but this is the last one, so... Oh my god. Working quickly, the away team adjusts the transporter signal frequency and modulation, compensating for the tremors. The signal stabilizes, allowing the team to lock into the beam and materialize safely back to the Voyager. Mission complete. B'Elanna recruited. And Harry Kim. The Marquis engineer struggles to understand the sudden alliance. Miss Torres, welcome aboard the Voyager. I'm Captain Captain Janeway and Ensign Kim. It's good to have you back in one piece. I didn't think I'd ever see Voyager again. It's good to be back. What the hell is going on here, Chakotay? Since when are we cozying up to Starfleet? That's a long story, B'Elanna. Let's just say we had to compromise to get you back. And we share a common goal, getting back home. Anything you learned on the planet could help us. What'd you learn about the Ocampa? Annoyingly friendly and incredibly naive. They wouldn't last 5 minutes on the surface. They've been living underground for 500 generations. Ancient journals tell us the caretaker opened a deep chasm and led us underground. They mentioned something called the warming. The day our surface turned into a desert, on that day the caretaker appeared and built our city and has provided for us. I do not believe this to be a selfless act, Captain. The caretaker-focused interest is illogical. There must be a reason, though it eludes me. Well, what have we learned about the caretaker? Absolutely whiffed it, right? Only one solution, time to delete the internet. Did you learn anything about the caretaker? He's been acting weird. Abducting people is a new hobby of his. He increased the Ocampa's power supply to last them 5 years, if I recall. Not enough time left for the continuation of his work. Based on my observation, I would like to put forward a theory. The caretaker provides the Ocampa with massive energy surplus, then destroys the access tunnels. In addition, they were his frequent references of running out of time. Logical conclusion is he does not intend to continue his role as caretaker. In fact, I believe he is dying. How are we supposed to get home if he dies? The caretaker mentioned you might have what he needs. Can you make sense of that? We woke up covered in strange ulcerations. The Ocampa said we were sent away to prevent some kind of plague. Except we weren't sick before we met the guy. What a crock. They also said he had sent others with the same disease, but they didn't recover. They died. I want you in sickbay now. Their condition is unusual. It appears to be a cellular disruption caused by the introduction of foreign genetic material. Their bodies are rejecting it rather violently. They're fortunate. A few more days and it would have been fatal. Foreign genetic material for what purpose? An excellent question. It appears to have been introduced deliberately, though why anyone would want to inject them with incompatible DNA is beyond my comprehension. I've already started the treatment with my expertise. They'll make a full recovery. I guess the caretaker is probably trying to solve some sort of space disease that his people is probably suffering from. Or he is suffering from. The doctor's discovery further confirms my hypothesis. Aware of his death, the caretaker is enacting measures to safeguard them for as long as possible. But they will run out of energy eventually, so he seeks a successor, one who could continue his work. This explains the abduction and subsequent testing of individuals. If he dies before finding a successor, we'll be stranded. We have to return to the array before it's too late. Give the caretaker's reluctance to cooperate a more assertive approach might be necessary. The Vulcan's right. If that overgrown energy blob won't send us home, we'll blast our way out. Torpedoes, phasers, the whole shebang. A bit of tactical planning is in order. Shields first, then phasers. Look, it's already done. Our offensive and defensive capabilities have been restored. I suggest a test run to verify system functionality and to assess our flight control officer's performance in combat. Excuse me, this ace pilot knows more maneuvers than Starfleet can throw Greek letters and numbers together. Except for the one evading Starfleet custody. Tuvok is right. We need to test our combat, but we lack a partner. You have one in our ship. All the Marquis as target practice? What could possibly go wrong? We need preparation. I will pilot the Valjean, Captain. Remember to set your phasers to simulation. I will keep that in mind, Commander. Each combat encounter, you can choose up to 3 heroes to utilize their strengths and abilities. Shield hacking, evasive maneuvers, coordinated attack, rousing speech. I feel like evasive maneuvers dodges enemy attacks for a limited time, giving a brief window of invulnerability. Hacks enemy shields, increasing the shield penetration rate of the weapons. And what, coordinated attack fires 2 phaser salvos. Resets the cooldown of all other heroes' combat abilities to 4 seconds. Let's go with the coordinated attack. Hacked shields, coordinated attack, evasive maneuvers on the way in. The Voyager will fight semi-autonomously. Phasers are fired automatically, torpedoes manually. You control the ship by opening the command menu and deciding how to approach
What are
the
your
enemy.
orders, Captain?
Combat is paused. Order your ship to attack and defend a side with either defensive or offensive movement. Fleeing requires engines to be damaged, while surrendering requires payment. You can also repair damaged subsystems. Proceed to offensive movement. Oops. I guess, like, let's get in range.
Moving to attack the aft, Captain.
Oh, interesting. Weapons, warp core. Go for the shields.
Moving to attack the port side, Captain.
Dodge enemy attacks for a brief time, giving a window of invulnerability.
Ability ready, Captain.
I mean, let's hack his shields. And then also... Oh, everybody else is on cooldown, I see.
Enemy shields destroyed, Captain.
Nailed it. So...
Moving to attack the front, Captain.
I guess the weapons? Evasive maneuvers! I thought we destroyed their shields. Destroy the shield generator to destroy the shields.
The port side, Captain. Ability ready, Captain.
Oh, I see here. We can see... Oh, yeah. We have, like, no front shields. We destroyed their weapons.
Ability ready, Captain.
Shield hack that. Victory. Hull status, 59%. Ooh, our hull is pretty beefed up. That's how it's done. Not bad for a temporary guy. Your methods were unconventional. The objective was achieved. Acceptable performance. What awaits us at the array, we should be in a support position for the Voyager. Have the transporter room standing by in case your crew needs an emergency beam up. Let's show this quadrant what we're really made of. Off we go. Another ruined room, ready to rock. We do need more crew quarters. Let's build a set of them here. Little baby room in between. Science, science, science. And then we can just pick up some fuel on the way back here. Crew quarters. Guess let's empty some rooms up here, because otherwise we're going to run out of juice. There's another crew quarters. I only need room for 8 more people. That's only 1 more crew quarter. No life support. No tritanium to turn back on life support. So I don't think I can clear out anything else at this point. Let's collect with our bussies. You know what we should really do, actually, is go to engineering. Add someone on hull repair. There's another ruined room, but it's not gonna be... It is enough to make emergency quarters. Okay. And emergency quarters fit in a 2, so I'm actually going to put that down here. And that'll be enough for the entire crew. We've unlocked field training. We might as well take Captain's acknowledgement. Get some bonuses for after combats. We'll do another Bussy collection. Nice. Fat stacks of gas. Spin to win, baby. What is your max here? Not that much. So we'll just max out. We'll build an additional cargo bay. I mean, probably I won't, but I'll think about it. Crew is very happy with your fulfilled promise. Wow, look at that morale. Damn. Plus 15 per cycle. We're the best Voyager crew this Voyager's ever voyaged. Captain, we reached our destination. Now, there were not that many ships here before. Seems we're expected. It's the Kazon. His lead ship is hailing us. Probably not calling to chat. I'll have the raider manned. You'll have support if this turns into a fight. Let's see what he has to say. Back for more, are you? Don't think your silk tongue will work this time. All we care about is getting home. We'll beam over to the array and see if we can arrange that. Oh, I'm sure you have another fancy speech prepared for the entity, but I won't allow it. We've no dispute with you. Of course not. You'd rather talk your way into getting what you want. This is absurd. We have no intention of challenging you. I'm not as gullible as you think. The array's power is mine. We can discuss this like two civilized... He's disconnected and they are powering up their weapons. Battle stations! Kazon carrier and 2 support vessels. Do I have anybody else on this one? Instant shield recharge and Maquis maneuver. Increases the rotation speed and boosts weapon damage output 20-second cooldown. I like this setup.
What are your orders, Captain?
Combat is paused.
Moving to attack the port side, Captain.
I guess. Go for the shields first.
Ability ready, Captain.
When your command menu is open at any point to give new orders, while your command opens menu, combat is paused. One of your shields is dangerously low. Switch to defensive action to protect that side from further damage. So it is.
Moving to defend the port side, Captain. Shields down, Captain.
Yeah. Well, we're meant to be protecting that, so...
Ability ready, Captain.
No, why are you opening that side again? There you go. I mean, I'm starting to feel like we've almost got their weapons destroyed.
Ability ready, Captain.
Do a loop. Do a barrel roll. Torpedoes have to be fired manually. Shift keys or left trick on controller. They're powerful weapons causing great damage to systems in hull. Their effect is minimal against shield.
Enemy
Make sure you're firing
destroyed,
from the
Captain.
right angle. Their shields are not destroyed. Shields are not destroyed at all.
Ability ready, Captain. Enemy is surrendered, Captain.
Okay. I guess I just fired a torpedo at their engines, and that seemed to work pretty well. Let's stick with defending our port right now. We'll hack this guy.
Ability ready. Enemy is surrendered, Captain.
You're dunked.
Ability ready, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain.
No problem. Easy peasy. You can hire allied ships on the bridge to help in combat. Only one ally can help at a time, unlocking allies by fulfilling hidden objectives, researching certain techs. They will be available for the rest of the game. Ah, cool. Went better than expected. Our raiders in good shape. I'll keep it close by just in case more Kazon decide to show up. There are strength in numbers. I've called for reinforcements. The array will be mine. Hail the array. Aren't you persistent? We need you to send us back from where we came. Impossible. I've barely enough strength to complete my work. I must protect the Ocampa. If I don't, the Kazon will steal their water. They won't be able to survive. You must let go of the Ocampa. They're children. Children grow up. They need challenges. Maybe the Ocampa are stronger than you think. Send us home. Captain Janeway wasn't bluffing. His reinforcements have arrived. I could try to access the array system to transport us to the Alpha Quadrant. No, I'm fading. Time is up. If you leave, the array will be left to the Kazon. They will annihilate the Ocampa. You must destroy it. Don't listen to them. We'll be stranded. Please protect the Ocampa. What is right and what is easy? Caretaker fades away, collapsing into an inert crystalline form. Janeway is now faced with an impossible choice. Return home, leaving the Ocampa defenseless, or sacrifice the return to ensure their safety. The clock is ticking. He's gone. The Kazon are closing in. Should I try to access the primary control systems and send us back? Now, if I was to destroy the array, we would be in violation of the Prime Directive. We would be interfering with life on this planet, and we're not allowed to do that. So let's go home. Protecting the Ocampa would violate the Prime Directive. My responsibility is to the crew. Access the control systems. We're going home. You're abandoning the Ocampa. To hell with the Prime Directive. They deserve a chance to live. Follow through. It's my ship, Commander. Tuvok, now. Accessing the primary control systems, Captain. The systems are unresponsive. I cannot initiate the transit program. The Kazon, they're preparing to board the array. You must destroy it. Protect my people. Seems fate has made our choice for us, Tuvok. Ready the Trico Bolt devices. The array's our only way out of here. I can and will. Fire. Well, I'm glad my choice had consequences, and the consequences were pick the other option. But I guess people are going to be upset at us now. Who do you think you are making this decision for all of us? I think I'm the captain. The Ocampa remind us of our people. We were fighting a more powerful enemy to protect our own. The Ocampa deserve that too. 70,000 light years. We're really stranded, aren't we? Now, I'm going to definitely miss my next Outweek review. It should not be your primary concern at the moment, Mr. Paris. Hadn't thought about that. Jabin is hailing us. You've made an enemy today. Put some distance between us and this place. How about we just kill Jabin? We already, dunked his ship. Can't we just blow it to pieces? Fire another torpedo at it? The Voyager's hull can be damaged in combat dialogue, spatial phenomenon, or if the navigational deflector is offline. If it reaches 0, the Voyager will be destroyed. Game over. Hull does not regenerate by itself. Where is our hull? I have 36 torpedoes. No threat level. Borg nanites, biogels, science, lithium, deuterium, cycles, energy, batteries, uranium, tritium. How many cycles it takes until our fuel runs out and we switch to batteries? Oh, there's our hull. +3 repair rate. We're also using the duranium to do that, though. I see how it is. Let's go to the next one. Need some black gloves to go dark agent with this timeline. Shoot to kill. Listen, man. You gotta obey the law. You gotta obey the space law. There are space rules. Our morale's really good. Let's boost that. I have 2 engineers not doing anything. So I can only put one on hull repair, hey? Can I build another cargo bay? Nope. Bit of science. Here's the good stuff. There's the real good stuff. Nice. 70. So I do have a quest to build another cargo bay, so I am unfortunately going to do that. I can put a battery compartment probably in there. And then we also have a guy on repairs. I'm just gonna get the easy stuff. Our hull is kind of busted right now, so... And the difference is not that much. Switch on. Ooh, I don't have enough power for that. Upgrade main engineering. Ooh, I don't have enough power for that. Another 100 morale. We are now maxed out on morale, but the workshop is offline. And I guess we have some science to do. Lock the small battery compartment. Crew shortage, yeah. Crew and energy, I think. I need some fuel. Ah. Starting to think it's not worth it making those risks. Nice. Big loot there on tritium. So much so that I could actually repair a life support bay. Now, this is largely repaired already. Holodeck offers the crew a much-needed escape from the rigors of space travel. 20 morale per cycle. Okay, that's not really that critical. Oh! I didn't notice that. Little room over there. Okay. We'll head to this asteroid. Mako is used against the Borg and the Federation that's not corrupt. Federation's pretty fascist. I mean, nobody has to work in the Federation, which is kind of like a nice... Nobody has to work in the Federation. They just kind of work because they choose to, right? If it's corrupt, it still is like some pretty good upsides, right? Much as I like the Enterprise, it isn't very Star Trek sociologically speaking. I mean, the Enterprise breaks the Prime Directive in like 90% of the episodes. 70,000 light years from home. We're still in this together, Commander. Your decision did not win you friends. Kazon, Meki, and Starfleet, I respect you for it. Your anger is justified, but we have more pressing concerns. 2 crew on 1 ship stranded in the Delta Quadrant fighting for survivals. The Maquis are a motley crew. We had to learn to put our differences aside and work together to coexist. I'd like to offer you the position of Voyager's first officer. You're willing to trust a Maquis with that much. I'm learning to adapt. This is a new beginning, a chance to forge a new path together. Neelix, Cass, you wanted to see me. Do you need anything else before you leave? Supplies, water, medicine? We'd like to go with you. We want to be part of your journey. I can offer you much in this sector. A guide, supplies, contacts, a cook. You haven't lived until you've tasted my Angla Bosk. More than that, I can be your morale officer. Keep those smiles bright on this long voyage home. A guide, a cook, and a morale officer. Quite an offer. Cass, what about you? Well, I am a baby child. I want to see the galaxy. There's much out there I don't know. Perhaps this could help me understand my own telepathic abilities. So is she a betazoid? I guess she must be. I also want to help. After the doctor cured my wounds, I want to help people too. Maybe I could learn and assist in sickbay. Looks like we've stirred up trouble in a good way. Sudden distress call reveals Voyager's victory over Jabin sparked a mass escape from the Kazon slave camp. Janeway wastes no time ordering the desperate survivors to be beamed aboard. Neelix is surprised to find another Talaxian. And Zebian, who was captured while exploring Ocampa, gratefully joins the crew's crowd of survivors seeking the doctor's care. All right, listen up. Unite, explore the unknown, and learn. That's the Star Trek way. We're in an uncharted part of the galaxy ripe for scientific discovery. We face the unknown with open minds, eager to explore and learn. To survive, we must work together as one crew. Chart new territories and seek solutions. As the only Starfleet vessel in the Delta Quadrant, we'll continue to chart new territories, unravel the secrets of this region, but our objective is to return home. 75 years is unacceptable. We will innovate. It's very funny. I keep picking things that it's like, don't return home. Just do space science. Adapt, overcome, reach home. Sure. Seek out shortcuts and new technologies. Forge alliances to confront those who stand in our path. Adapt, prevail. We will not rest until we reach home. Well spoken. Ooh, look at Chakotay's new outfit. Good drip on this man. Not all telepaths are betazoid. That's racist. Sorry, we're only racist against Ferengi. I forgot. My bad. My bad. Mr. Paris, you've proven yourself a skilled pilot and a valuable member of this crew. I appoint you as flight control officer. For the first time in my life, I don't know what to say. Perhaps a state that you would like to embrace more frequently from now on, Lieutenant Paris. Nice ring to it, don't you think? Hey, Harry, I bet your own promotion's just around the corner. Imagine me becoming captain. Very well, gentlemen. As first official act, Lieutenant Paris set a new course. We're flying home. You've reached the end of the demo. You've made a brave choice to destroy the Caretaker's array, stranding your crew far from their home for the greater good, and now your adventure starts. Very cool. Very cool. Great demo. I'm quite curious about this. I like the decisions feel very good. It feels like they took a lot from Stellaris, which obviously takes a lot from Star Trek, but found a great way to do it in here. I do like the combat. Obviously, there's not a lot of control in it, but you're the captain of a ship. Like, you're not really in control when that's the case. So, this has been a great little first look at Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown. It is out now. If you want to try it, this demo is available, I think, as also part of Steam Next Fest. So, if you want to try it, check it out on Steam. There's a link down below. Otherwise, we'll see you back here next time. Bye-bye!